From the fourth tallest skyscraper in New York, all the way to the record-breaking hotel in Dubai, and from Frankfurt's insane skyline transformation to the world's tallest building. Today, we present a mesmerizing preview of the magnificent skyscrapers that are currently under construction in 2023. These soaring structures promise to redefine skylines, push the boundaries of innovation, and leave us in awe of human achievement. So let's begin. Number 10. The Frankfurt. The Frankfurt IV in Germany. Frankfurt has one of the most impressive skylines in Europe, which is why it has earned the nickname Manhattan. As a reference to New York's Manhattan, the newest addition to Frankfurt's ever-growing skyline is a complex of 4 high-rise towers connected by a shared base. The main attraction of the 4-tower complex is the 233-meter-tall Tower 1, making it the third tallest skyscraper in the country. Even though the project will be finished in 2024, Tower 1 has already been sold for $1.6 billion, making it the most expensive building ever sold in Germany. Tower 1 and the smaller 100-meter Tower 4 will be used as office spaces, while Towers 2 and 3 are planned as residential units. And as with all major housing projects in Frankfurt, they will have a 30% share for social housing, so the dream of living in the clouds can be enjoyed by people with different financial backgrounds. Number 9. MSG Sphere. Las Vegas, Nevada will become home to a novel entertainment venue inside the world's biggest sphere in 2023. Construction on the MSG Sphere has been ongoing since 2019, and the venue Steel Expo Sphere. The year was completed back in June when completed. The MSG Sphere will be over 100 meters tall and 157 meters wide, making it the largest spherical structure in the world. The sphere is supposed to be the reference point for the Las Vegas entertainment scene and can accommodate 20,000 spectators at a time. The sphere features interior and exterior displays bigger than 3 football fields, creating a unique atmosphere. Number 8. TheOxley Towers. The Oxley Towers stand 338 meters tall and have a Kuala Lumpur, POs, and the latest and ongoing tower, much like the one that is due to be finished very soon. Located not far from the famous Patrons Towers, the highest twin towers in the world, the city's residents are excited about yet another addition to their collection of skyscrapers. It will be a set of 3 towers known collectively as the Oxley Towers, housing 5-star hotels and residences for Malaysia's top-notch wealthy. The Oxley Towers will be nothing short of luxury at its finest. Number 7. Flaminville III. In addition to new skyscrapers and massive transit megaprojects, Europe is also accelerating work on nuclear power megaprojects to meet the rising energy needs of the population. France's state-owned energy company, the EDF, is working on a more powerful, long-lasting nuclear reactor to replace its aging fleet and boost French nuclear exports. However, the Flaminville III EPR project is more than a decade behind its original schedule and significantly over budget construction on the $3 billion project started in Normandy in 2007 and was expected to start operations by 2013. However, a series of costly delays have cost up to $14 billion. It was announced in early 2022 that the project was delayed until the end of 2023 due to faulty welds. However, the repair work is now also running behind schedule. In light of the latest developments, the Flaminville plant likely will start producing electricity in the first half of 2024. Despite the delays, the project is seen as essential for France's future, as a fully operational reactor will produce enough power to light a city like Paris for a year. Number 6. The Ascent Tower. In terms of height, this building can't be compared with the previous concrete and glass structures that will become major attractions in skylines worldwide. Therefore, the fascinating Ascent Tower in Milwaukee, United States, will claim another title. Once completed, it will be the tallest skyscraper made out of timber wood, reaching a height of 86 meters. Wooden buildings are not very tall, but can be much more practical than concrete structures. They're created using mass timber, in which layers of wood are pressed together to create columns, beams, and other building frame components. Mass timber structures can be built 25% faster than concrete buildings. They cost less, and the construction process has a much lower carbon footprint. The Ascent Tower will cost around $100 million and will be completed in 2023. At the same time, wooden buildings have yet to reach heights similar to concrete and glass structures. That might not be the case, for Long Project W350 is a wooden skyscraper proposed in Japan, which will be 350 meters tall. Japan faces the most earthquakes in the world, and since timber structures are known to be more resistant to earthquakes, The proposed project could be a big win for architecture in the country. Number 5. Doha Metro. Qatar has recently finished hosting the FIFA World Cup, but other projects made headlines than that. The Doha Metro was one of the most prominent places during the showpiece event as the 76-kilometer rail network transported football fans between football stadiums every 3 minutes. 37 train stations linked 5 of the 8 World Cup stadiums, and 18 million passengers used the network during the event. With this train, the event probably was possible in this form, but the work still needs to be done. After starting construction 10 years ago, the metro will now turn into the next phase, where 60 more stations will be added in the following year. Number 4. Nusantara. Back in Asia, Indonesia is on its way to getting a new capital on a more central island, almost 2,000 kilometers away from Jakarta. Nusantara is the brainchild of the outgoing president, Joko Widodo, who wants the first phase of the project to be completed before Indonesian Independence Day in 2024. The idea of shifting the country's capital is rooted in the problems faced by Jakarta, which is now overcrowded, overpolluted, and sinking rapidly to excessive groundwater extraction. Other geographical factors are at play, as Jakarta is located on the island of Java, which, despite being the smallest of Indonesia's islands, accounts for more than half of the country's GDP. By moving to East Kalimantan, Indonesia hopes to rebalance the country's economy. More than 200,000 workers are currently participating in constructing Nusantara, which will require $34 billion to build. Most of the financing will come from a private entity, and the city is supposed to house 3 million residents when it's completed in 2045. Number 3. The Azrael Spiral Tower. Tel Aviv, the capital of Israel, is also making its mark in the skyscraper industry. The Ara Spiral Tower is in work, standing at 323 meters. A scroll-like holy structure inspires the design. A unique design meant to catch the eye from afar. The skyscraper will provide breathtaking views of the entire city of Jerusalem and the holy site of Al-Aqsa. Israelis are excited about this new building, connecting an entire railway to the major cities. How exciting! Number 2. The One Toronto. The 298-meter-tall First Canadian Place has been Canada's tallest building since 1976, going into 2022. 2 buildings are in a race to beat that record. The one in Toronto is already under construction and will be built for $1 billion. It was originally planned to be 308 meters tall, enough to surpass the First Canadian Place. Construction on the skyscraper started in 2017, and the excavation work was completed in 2019. However, progress was halted soon after due to permit issues. Toronto zoning laws allowed developers to exceed height and density regulations for skyscrapers on the condition of contributing towards the community. The city issued a stop work order on any construction above the ground until the developer dedicated a community park. Progress was made on the off-site park, but work was stopped once again when Toronto banned any non-essential construction work in light of the pandemic after almost a year of inactivity. Conditional permits were granted in August 2020, and ground construction began. In the meantime, another skyscraper with a planned height of 312 meters was proposed just a few blocks away, not to be left behind. The planters behind the one applied for a height increase in 2021, totaling 338 meters. The one is currently the tallest skyscraper under construction in Canada, and with construction hurdles out of the way, the one is set to open in 2023. Number 1. Rail Baltica. Entering the new year, Europe hopes to step up construction on several key transport megaprojects. One of these is Rail Baltica, the biggest infrastructure project in Eastern Europe. Europe is already regarded as the most integrated region in the world, and Rail Baltica is yet another step in that direction, as it aims to integrate 5 Baltic states into the European rail network. Over 10 years, the project will put down 870 kilometers of the rail line through Poland, Lithuania, Latvia, Estonia, and Finland. Construction will include building 7 passenger and 3 freight stations, with trains operating at 234 kilometers per hour. Most of the $6 billion project financing will be taken up by the European Union, as it takes great significance for the whole continent. Thank you for joining us on this captivating exploration of the new skyscrapers under construction in 2023. As these towering structures push the limits of human ingenuity, we are reminded of the incredible progress we continue to make in shaping the cities of tomorrow. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.